we'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. Fielded in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First carry now for Dalvin Cook. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down. They run, Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Neville Gallimore breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
This is brought in at the 21. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A gain of 2.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level. And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give him Cowboys have a first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
10 at the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
They run the counter. Pollard. And a short gain here down to the 22. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to
nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. They run the counter. Pollard. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. A run there with Cook, not going to accomplish much. Call it no gain. 2nd down coming up.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
This pass into the arms of Snead. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he finds Cook. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. 3rd and long for Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. Takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own.
2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Cowboys.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, that was dangerous. Thrown into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. His man there complete to Gallup. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run the counter. Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just I love the way we even described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. That'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
13 yards. First down, Minnesota.
To the air again, it's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
First and goal.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
This pass caught at the 4. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. They'll throw again. Cousins. And it's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 3 yards out. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is Tony Pollard. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And again it's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys look like they get going a little early. Expect us from the visiting team when playing This third down just got even more difficult. Third down and 15 after the false start. Cooper's got it. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Prescott on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Finding room inside the 40. And has man. That's Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission.
A 43-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we send you on over to, there you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
By the Vikings.
That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Neville Gallimore, his 2nd sack of the night. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this 2nd half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? The same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under. Pressure.
Tackle made at his own 9-yard line. It's a gain.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Vikings ready to go again on offense.
They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
At the 33-yard line.
On 2nd and 9. Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd down, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense.
And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
1st and 10.
And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just...
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And no touchdowns, but field goals, field goals, field goals. Another one. He's now hit 4, and that's all we've seen, kickers.
You know, the points on the board still count. Doesn't matter how they're scored, right? And we give these guys a ton of grief, don't we? Are they real players? They're real players when you need those points on the board, aren't they? And that's what we've seen in this game.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From the 27th, Cousins.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are going to take the lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted it, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I've met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Snead over the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 3rd and short yardage. Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or maybe just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. Man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Cowboys.
To throw is Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaking up down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From their own 40 to the other 40, the gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. And that'll set him back 5. Looking to throw. Prescott.
And this one quickly to Lamb.
14 yards there on the pickup. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
A gain of 14. Brings
to the air again. Prescott. And that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard.
And that's now.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
For the point after.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
47-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Tackle made by Jalen Smith. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, it's Cook. They find some open field here. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
Now a little bit of space there for Cook that time as he winds up getting about 7 there on 1st down.
Made by Jalen Smith. A 7-yard pickup. Brings
a good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Goal, Minnesota.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Throwing is Cousins. This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
From 6 yards away. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And here now the offense heading back out there.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play here for Dallas. And even 50 yards.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown.
Cowboys 26.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
5 yards.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. Cousins. He's got Snead. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand. Taking a knee, and guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round, first step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part 1, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs,
but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries or you just don't play